Hey guys and girls, this is going to be another reroll guide video, so if you have seen my previous reroll guide video, make sure you guys click on the timestamp below to skip ahead to go and find out the big major changes to help you save even more time. So first, when you guys are rerolling, you're going to hit that register now button, register by username, and you're going to name yourself something, and then you're going to put a password down, and confirm your password, and agree to the terms and services. Hit that register button and agree, and you have created your brand new account. For this video, we're going to actually just watch a VOD of my Twitch stream. And the reason why we're going to dub over it is because I played copyright music and I talked to Twitch chat during this. You're not going to be able to skip any of these opening cutscenes, so you're just going to have to watch on through every single one of them, except in this opening cutscene you can skip part of it by pressing Alt F4 to close it down and reopen the game after you've named your character. However, if you don't have good load times because you're on mobile or PS4 or just a bad computer, just watch through the cutscenes. After this short bit, you're going to be able to select your main character, whether it's a boy or girl, it doesn't really matter. There is a slight difference where boys can dash better and jump climb better, but you rarely use your main character in this reroll as well as in the game, that it doesn't make any significance. So if you like the girl, pick the girl. If you like the guy, pick the guy. So we pick the guy here, we pick our name, confirm, and then we force close our game, which is why the game goes away. We're going to be reopening our game here with the GENSHIN IMPACT.exe to skip the launcher. You're going to get over to the loading screens, the intro screens, click right on through, get to the door, and hop right back into the game. After you load in, it's going to put you on a cutscene with the beach, in which you don't have to do anything, no clicking, or just watch. Afterwards, you're going to hold down that W key or the forward key, and after you start moving, you're going to spam that dash key as well. Dash spamming or using your dash in intervals is a lot faster than holding down that sprint button, as well as better for your stamina management. So when you go down low on stamina, just let your stamina come back up as well. Pass by this waypoint, you do need to grab it, but you don't have to be on it. You can be in its proximity and just spam that interaction key. When this blue prompt comes up, left click when that blue diamond comes up, or click through it. I don't know how to do it on mobile or PS4. Tap through it. Go to this ledge and climb up by jumping. Let your stamina come back up, which you can tell from the right side of your character. And head towards this first bush. Then head towards that left bush between those two right there. Heading towards this bush will activate the cutscene earlier than heading towards the cliff. So it'll save you a couple seconds. After this cutscene, you're going to have to go click through this dialogue real quickly. There's going to be no dialogue prompts or anything, so just go on through. And on this window, hold down that right key. For me, it's D, and then spam that right click, or the dash button. Stay near Paimon, this little fairy. If you go too far away from her, ahead or behind her, she's going to stop and ask where you're going. So we're just going to, just occasionally dash, stay near her, grab these berries on the side as a little slight detour, just because why not. And there's this chest up here, as you can see right in front of me. But I personally don't grab that because I don't know the timing of how to be able to grab it and keep Paimon moving, as you do move quite far from her. We might practice that in the future, but for now we're just going to stick to the easies. Here you're going to get in the water, hold down that dash button to sprint across the water, then double dash towards the shrine. After this cutscene, it's going to teach you how to use skills after the cutscene and dialogue. But right here, the shrine's going to activate. in which you're going to press, it's going to open up your map and expand your map. Every time you activate a shrine, it expands more vision of the map. You can still travel through the void, but you know, better to be able to see where you're going. Right here, you can press escape to get off this part. Click through this dialogue with Paimon. And when your screen goes black, it's going to teach you how to use skills. So on this first slime, you're just going to tap that E to kill it. And on these next 2 slimes that appear, you're going to wait for your skill to come up. Hold down that E for a second or 2, let go, then dash away. And aim your Q towards the direction that those slimes spawned and just let it go. And swim across the lake towards these rocks and this broken caravan. You're going to head off this cliff where you're going to find your first common chest. Each of these chests that I grab are very important, as I end this run with 0 EXP and that gives me 10 EXP. Head towards this first crate with low stamina, and the Storm Terror Dragon cutscene is going to happen where you can move halfway through it, so don't stop holding down that W key. Just watch out for the climbing on those barrels and crates on accident while heading through that camp. Dash through this forest towards this tan tree where it's going to activate the next cutscene. Once again, if you guys like these videos, make sure you guys join the Discord and the Twitch channel to get more up-to-date information and your questions answered faster. After that cutscene, you're going to have to go talk with Paimon through a short dialogue with a click dialogue option. Afterwards, you're going to go pick up that red crimson crystal on top of that rock. You're going to dash again, and jump on this little rock, jump up, and grab that crimson crystal. After this little mini cutscene / dialogue, you're going to head towards the right, towards this tree, towards this little rock, and climb up this ledge. Open up this common chest for 10 more EXP, then head towards this forest for the cutscene with Amber. Don't mind the time splits too much on the side of the screen, as I have to manually activate them and I get kind of lazy to do it properly. During this dialogue, you're going to have 3 options you're going to pick. First one only has 1 choice, so just press that one real quick on the bottom. Second one, you're going to pick the top option, because if you call her food, she's going to throw a temper tantrum for 1 second. And then there's one last dialogue option you can press. It doesn't matter which one you do. And the game's going to teach you how to use a bow. So the screen's going to go black. You're going to switch to Amber with the 2 button on PC, then R, then left click, then R to deactivate A mode. Go to the common chest, grab it, then head towards the left ledge. Go on top of these rocks and aim for that little crack on the ledge, as if you do, you won't have to climb up on it. Grab this waypoint for the 50 EXP, aim a fire arrow at the head of this guy. Aim a little bit ahead of where he is because he's walking, and there is arrow travel. Kill him off with the main character's E, then aim another fire arrow at this guy to knock him off the tower, aim at his head. Then group them up together, then use your E to kill them all at once so you don't have to spend extra time slashing. If you do, it's not a big deal. Open up the chest before the cutscene as well, as if you do not open up the cutscene early in advance, then it will send you back and you'll have to pick it up from afar. After this dialogue's over, we're going to teleport out to that waypoint you grabbed earlier. If you don't have fast load times, don't teleport out. Just walk down the hill to the location. Or I note here, it's going to be left as soon as you spawn towards these little 2 trees. Pass through these trees and open up this barrel to pick up the mushroom and the fowl, as those are the key ingredients for this cooking side quest here. Start cooking, hit that cook button once, then on the bottom hit it again and stop that cooking immediately. The quality of the food does not matter. So you're just going to talk to Lynn to grab the quest, gonna have you make a chicken skewer, and then you're going to talk to her again afterwards to turn in that chicken skewer. Spam that F key or the interaction button as soon as the screen goes black. Turn it in, and this dialogue will be over once it says skewers for Paimon. You're still gonna have to click through it. Right there, skewers for Paimon at the bottom, and then you're gonna be Adventure Rank 4 at the top of your screen. If you are not Adventure Rank 4, you missed a chest. So make sure on your next run you re-watch a lot closer. You're just gonna dash sprint all the way into town, which is gonna activate another cutscene. If you guys are worried about loot that is left on the floor during cutscenes, don't worry about it, because you guys can always head back after your reroll is over if you decide to keep the account, as loot does stay on the floor. But for the most part, loot is really not worth it, other than the chests on top of the headquarters, because they come from common chests or exquisite chests, which are very low tier gear. You're going to click through this dialogue option with one clickable, I believe. And afterwards, it's going to teach you how to open up your quest list, which is J. You're going to press J as soon as after the screen comes back up, and then hit escape to close that and dash up the stairs. If you are on controller, apparently you don't have to open up the quest list, but I am not a controller. Here you're going to climb up one of these walls and go to this waypoint and grab it. Once again, you don't have to be near, you don't have to be on the waypoint, you can just be near it. So if you want to take the left side, you can. And just be in the proximity and pass by it. Here you're just going to climb up these walls with the appropriate stamina, then climb up these little stairs, then head up the big stairs, let your stamina regenerate, head into this grass patch, and jump up onto this mini ledge. After you get on the mini ledge, you're going to wait for your stamina about 50-60% of the way, or I mean 60-70% of the way, and jump all the way up. See how I barely have stamina? You can let your stamina come all the way up if you want to be safe until you get more comfortable with it. Click through this dialogue here, where it's going to teach you how to use a glider. I'm going to skip this glider part by walking off, opening glider, opening my map, and teleporting out. If you don't have fast load times, then don't worry about it. If you do have fast load times, you have to be quick to open your map, otherwise it will stick you with the tutorial on how to press WASD. Come over to where Amber is and activate the Storm Terror Dragon cutscene. And once again, if you guys don't have fast load times, you guys can choose to glide all the way down, or take away your glider and dash spam all the way down, as dashing is faster than sprinting, but it's less stamina efficient. But you don't really need to be efficient with your stamina because you hit this really long cutscene anyways. Here you're going to enter an aerial combat battle with Storm Terror. He's not going to fight back though, so don't worry about it. After the mysterious voice says carries you by 1,000 winds, you're going to be able to shoot, and then you're going to have your crosshair come up and press and hold down that left mouse button. You can't press and hold down that left mouse button early, so make sure that you have fast reaction speed. Hold down the F quick as soon as that crosshair comes up. When he moves his body, you're going to move your crosshair. So if he goes left, you're going to move your crosshair left. Then move back right when he centers out again. And so forth. You can aim anywhere on his body, so don't worry too much about hitting a specific point. Just hit that big old dragon. This here is also a very long cutscene. So just sit tight and relax. It's going to introduce you to Kaya, in which you're going to go through 2 separate dialogues to get past all of this. You're gonna click through this dialogue here, and then click that top option. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier, as it will save you a tiny bit of time from another dialogue scene coming up. You're gonna click to that blue prompt and go to this ledge. You're gonna wait for your stamina and jump and glide off the ledge over to the wall. And mix a combination of climbs and jumps to get to the top. You're gonna let your stamina come back up again. And the easiest way to tell when you can make that final jump is see these juts out from the wall. When you reach that, just jump up to be safe. Grab that teleport waypoint for 50 more XP, glide and fall down to grab this chest. Fit yourself in between these gaps just so that you don't have to climb the wall and waste more time. Jump and glide or jump off and come towards this door. And make sure that you enter the headquarters. Do not talk to Paimon on accident. So when you approach that door, make sure that you're selecting the right option. And if you guys are fast enough or good enough, you guys can also, when you guys are doing that aerial dive attack, you guys can pre-queue a dive or spam that dive. It'll dive you towards the door. It doesn't really save time though, as Paimon still hits you with that cutscene. But it does help your orientation issues after you finish landing. And if there is a cut in this video, it is because of the fact that I had to cut out an obscene name, that potentially obscene name that followed me on Twitch. Click through this dialogue. I think there's 1 or 2 clickable dialogue options. And after this, I'm going to do something completely optional. You don't have to do this at all. I just prefer to do this. You're going to go through the 2 blue prompts here by clicking through them. We'll press C to open the character menu, click on Amber's portrait, go to weapons, click on switch, then switch to a 3-star weapon, hit switch again, hit enhance, then go to the 2-star materials, add, enhance, and press escape twice real fast so that you can skip the enhancement animation and the confirmation window, and then I'm going to teleport out. The reason why I do that is because this next dungeon is all about Amber, although I do mix Amber with the main character, as well as when you shoot the final green rock at the end, if you have the weapon enhanced, it will break in 1 hit if you charge it up for a slight moment. And you're just going to head over to the left after you spawn and talk to Amber to activate the story dungeon. After the dialogue's over, you're going to head towards the temple, open the doors, and then you hit start on the bottom right 2 times. Once, then twice. After you load in, you're going to go with your main character over to the cube and activate the cube, then swap to Amber and charge a fire arrow as the door is opening. After the door opens, you're going to let go of your fire arrow at these vines to burn them out. Don't walk in early, as the mini cutscene in these blue prompts will stop your arrow charge if you have not fired it off. Here is a part that's different than my other runs, where we're going to jump on the railing and glide off deep. If you do this, you can avoid the jumping on the vines for damage and recovering from that damage, as well as the dialogue prompts that come up to teach you how to do various things. I messed this part here because you should shoot the fire arrow at the mob and then the barrels, then go to the main character and kill off the monster. But I did that in Reverse Warrior, where I shot the mob, went to my main character, killed them off, and then shot the vines. Here you're going to switch to your Amber and shoot these barrels. Wait a second or 2 before you enter after the barrels exploded, otherwise it'll put you in a mini cutscene to teach you how to use barrels. Use your ultimate to kill these guys off. Open up the chest and aim a fire arrow at this altar. You're going to dash, jump. I messed that up, but if you dash then jump on the lip of the door, you will be able to open up your glider before that cutscene right there. That makes you just stare up in the sky, in which if you did it properly, you'd be having your glider open and flying up during that cutscene to save you some time. You're going to land on that railing and shoot the rock from afar by charging it very slightly, then go through this dialogue option. If you do that properly, it will put you in front of the chest and save you time from running up or gliding up to it, and you'll be able to just open up the chest for 150 EXP and leave the dungeon. It does take a little bit of practice, so if you don't want to do that, you can avoid it or just land on the side of the railing and climb up it if you want as well. It's your choice. Then after you leave the dungeon, you're going to head towards the left side and shoot a fire arrow at this chest as it has vines covering it. Once the vines burn off, you're going to be able to open this common chest and run straight down towards the side of the ledge. From here, you're going to aim at these 3 balloon slimes to spawn a exquisite chest right here, then jump and glide off and grab this occulus. Both this chest and the occulus are very important, as that chest gives 20 EXP and the occulus is necessary to level up the shrine for large amounts of EXP. Watch out for those water slimes, as they may body block you, and then you're going to jump off and grab this occulus. If you're the main character, make sure after you shoot the balloon slimes that you switch back to main character, as boys run and climb better than girls. Talk to the shrine to activate it. Press escape to get out of the menu, or the map, I mean. And then you're gonna worship the shrine here, and then offer all your oculus. This is very important because if you offer all your oculus, it'll repair the statue to reactivate it again. And when the shrine is repaired, this wind tunnel, which has a oculus in it, will activate, as well as be a shortcut for Lisa's dungeon. To Lisa's dungeon, I mean. You're gonna head towards the left side towards this big fat root, and you're gonna walk up it. And once your stamina is up a little bit, you're gonna climb up to this broken bark and sit up on it as a pit stop to let your stamina come back up. You're gonna climb up this branch. You can let your stamina come back up a lot more than I did to be safe. Then grab that oculus and jump off the branch and glide into this area. Grab this wind sprite. Activate a wind tunnel with your main character or traveler's wind skill with 1 wind sprite. Head through this forest, have a little bit of stamina. Watch out for these 2 boars as well. You passed by 1 boar earlier on the right side of the screen, and this boar over here tends to hit you and put you back a little bit, but it's honestly okay. It's not a big deal. Head up this ramp. And here there's going to be 3 slimes that spawn, trying to make sure they don't body block you. And then come up to this wind tunnel and open your glider. Make sure you have stamina to open your glider, because you do need a little bit to have it open. Hug the left side, and near the top of this wind tunnel, as you saw there is an oculus that you're going to need to grab. From here, you can either glide all the way down to that stone pillar where Lisa's going to be in front of, or you can jump down and then dash towards her. It's just your choice. It doesn't really matter. The amount of time saved is pretty negligible. Go through Lisa's dialogue and head towards the temple and enter the story dungeon. You're going to click on the start on the bottom right 2 times like before, and you're going to head straight in towards Lisa once you load in. Spam your dash all the way up to her, and you're going to go through like a 1 prompt dialogue. Afterwards, you're going to head towards this left side here and jump on these railings. The reason why is if you go through the regular path, it's going to put you through a mini cutscene looking up above to the right where you can't move. Go to your main character, break these crates, and open that common chest, and come up this glider. You're going to also need to do this part right here differently from my other videos if you are comparing it. You need this extra chest here, as we're going to be skipping a portion near the end of Lisa's dungeon. You can choose to grab that chest before you open the door if you want, but it's pretty much about the same time, as if you do it the other way, you're going to need to wait for the door to open and you're just going to stand there like an idiot. And right here, you're just going to kill this fire slime real quick so that you can open up the next door. Oh, that was a bit of lag. And then wait right here where this diamond is and press E to shoot a electro orb at this electro altar to activate it. Click through these blue prompts and then hold down your E. Once lightning appears, you're going to be able to let go, as that's when your skill is fully charged and becomes an AoE. Otherwise, if it's not fully charged, it shoots out an electro ball. And if you miss the altar, it's not a big deal. Just come up and auto attack it or press E on it to activate it again later. From here, you're going to move on into this next room and go in between all the mobs and hold down your E. Once lightning comes down, your E is fully charged again. Finish off all of these mobs, grab this chest. And this is also another part that's different than my other runs, where we're going to go into this wind tunnel and head towards this left ledge. Twitch user KanaBlob had taught me about this via email. If you ever see them, make sure you guys tell them PogChamp for the big brain. Then you're going to come over to this ledge and jump off and glide off and turn around this corner to land on this ledge. You've skipped this final fight in Lisa's room. Make sure you have ample stamina though, because if you have not enough stamina, you may fall off and die. Activate the cube, run up on top of the cube and jump off, and head into this wind tunnel. From here, you're going to activate the Door of Resurrection checkpoint and jump down to respawn. If the platform is moving towards the exit and you can land on it as it's moving towards the exit, it will save you time, as the animation to respawn and be able to move does take a little bit of time. From here, come to the green stone and destroy it with Amber or Lisa with 2 hits. If you're killing it with Lisa, make sure you only tap 2 times, as if you do it 3 times, you will move backwards a little bit. Open up the chest for 100 EXP and move out the dungeon. Then you're going to come to this left side here, watch out for this boar, and jump up, grab the Oculus, open up your map, and teleport back to the shrine. The reason why you're going to teleport to the shrine is you're going to offer up your remaining Oculus so that you can, which is going to be 5, so you can level up your shrine up to 4 and get an extra 280 EXP. After you offer all, you will be level 7, and that is the end of the run to AR7. The run is not necessarily over though, as you are going to have to teleport over to Mondstadt and then pick up your adventure rank rewards to up to 5 to get your extra Quaint Fate. You do get 50 Primo Gems at adventure rank 4, but it's not important, and 6 and 7 don't really give you anything that's necessary for the reroll. It's a little bit of lag there. And then you're going to run on down to this little podium, talk to this lady, and pick up your rewards. You can pick up all 7 rewards, but I'm just going to pick up 5 here just to save time. Press escape and go to your mail on the left side. Hit claim all on the bottom. And now you're going to proceed to summon. This is going to be a new summoning method with the new rewards they give. You're going to summon once on the beginner wish banner. I'm just going to skip to get through this quicker. Then click over to the Venti banner, in which you're going to summon a 10 wish with the intertwined fate they just gave out. Now you're going to skip this or watch it, whatever you want to do. I'm going to summon one more time. It's going to be with 1600 Primo Gems this time. I'm going to skip that, and after here, we're going to go to the shop. Press escape, go to shop. On the left side, 3rd tab down, go to Paimon's Bargains. 3rd tab over, go to Stardust Exchange. Then go to Acquaint Fate, buy 4 Acquaint Fate. You're going to buy 4 of these because you're going to need 4 more to summon on the beginner wish banner. Now that we have 8 Acquaint Fate, we're going to summon. And from here, you're going to hit that skip button or watch it. Now you're going to go back again to the shop, where you're going to hit escape, shop, Paimon's Bargains, Stardust Exchange, and buy as many intertwined fate as you can. After that, you're going back to the wishes, go to the Venti banner, and start doing single wishes with your intertwined fate. These 3 intertwined fate will give you 3 single summons. And now we are out of intertwined fate, but we have 400 Primo Gems. Every single summon is 160 Primo Gems. We're going to continue to do that. We have enough for 2 single summons here. So that's 5 single summons right there. And then we're going to go back into the shop just in case we have enough Stardust again to buy 1 more fate, in which we do right here. We're actually going to get 6 singles and 2 multis on the Venti banner. So that'll be 26 pulls in total on Venti's banner. Sadly, we didn't get anything, but maybe you guys will. If you guys liked the video, make sure you guys come by on Twitch to talk, as well as join Discord to ask questions and hang out.